Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we have an exciting journey ahead as we explore the United States of America's $quarter from 1776 to 1976. This coin is not just a piece of currency, it's a treasure that holds a rich history and, believe it or not, it could be worth more than you'd ever expect. If you're a coin collector or just someone curious about hidden gems in the world of numismatics, this video is for you. Let's dive into the fascinating story behind this coin. The $quarter from 1776 to 1976 is an iconic piece of American history, created to celebrate the bicentennial of the United States, marking 200 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The coin was issued as part of a special commemoration, and its design is unlike any other quarter in the country's history. This wasn't just a regular quarter, it was a symbol of American pride, unity, and freedom. The 1776 to 1976 $quarter is unique because it marks the anniversary of America's founding. To make this coin stand out from regular quarters, the U.S. Mint released a special design with a dual-image reverse side. The first side features the familiar portrait of George Washington, which is a staple of the quarter design. But it's the reverse side that truly captures the essence of this coin. Instead of the standard eagle, the reverse side displays a bold and striking image of the Liberty Bell, which is famously linked to the American Revolution and independence. Above the Liberty Bell, you'll notice the date 1776 to 1976, a reminder of the year America claimed its independence and the year it celebrated 2 centuries of existence. Not only was this coin issued to honor such a monumental event, but it was also intended to be part of the wider bicentennial celebrations across the country. The minting of this coin began in 1975, with millions of these coins produced for circulation, but it's the condition and rarity of these coins today that make them so valuable to collectors. If you happen to come across one in excellent condition, especially one that hasn't been in heavy circulation, it could be worth far more than the face value of just a quarter. You might be wondering, what makes this coin so special in terms of value? Well, while millions of these quarters were minted, the rarity comes down to their condition. Over time, these coins have been passed through many hands, and most have been used in daily transactions. Coins that have been in circulation often show signs of wear, such as scratches, discoloration, or fading of the design. However, the ones that have remained in pristine, uncirculated condition, free from any wear or damage, are far less common and can be highly sought after by collectors. Now, you may have heard about the term bicentennial-era coins. These are special coins that have slight minting mistakes or unique features, such as misprints or variations in the design. Error coins are among the most prized finds in the coin collecting world. If you happen to stumble upon one of these rare error coins, you're holding something truly valuable in your hands. Even small imperfections can increase a coin's worth significantly because they're considered one-of-a-kind pieces. So, you may be asking, how much could this coin actually be worth? Well, for a coin in perfect condition, particularly one that has been well preserved and free of any marks, the value can be quite impressive. Coins like this, especially in mint or uncirculated quality, can fetch prices far above what you might expect for a simple quarter. But here's the real surprise: a pristine, uncirculated 1776 to 1976 $quarter, particularly one with unique characteristics or rare minting errors, can be worth up to an astonishing $77,000. Yes, you heard that right, $77,000 for a single coin. That's the potential value of a coin that is not just a piece of history, but a valuable relic that collectors dream of owning. Now that you know just how valuable this coin can be, it's time to take a closer look at your own collection. If you happen to have any of these 1776 to 1976 $quarter lying around, be sure to examine them carefully. The condition is everything when it comes to their worth, so even if you find one in your loose change, it might be worth having it professionally graded to determine its true value. In conclusion, the 1776 to 1976 quarter dollar is much more than just a commemorative coin. It represents 2 centuries of American history, freedom, and pride. With its distinctive design and rarity in excellent condition, it's no wonder collectors are so eager to find these quarters. If you're lucky enough to have one in top-tier condition, you could be holding a treasure worth a small fortune. Top 2, we're diving into a coin that's often overlooked, but could be hiding a much bigger value than you might expect. I'm talking about the United States 1994 quarter dollar. This might just be one of those coins you've seen floating around in your spare change, but what if I told you it could be worth thousands of dollars? Stick around because we're going to uncover the value and worth of the 1994 quarter dollar, and trust me, you won't want to miss this. Let's start with a little background. The 1994 quarter dollar was part of the regular series of quarters minted in the United States that year. Nothing too special on the surface, right? It's part of the ongoing circulation of the Washington Quarter series, which has been in production since 1932. On the obverse side, we still see the timeless profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. His image has become iconic and is featured on the U.S. quarter to this day. However, if you dig a little deeper, you'll find that the 1994 quarter isn't just your ordinary coin. It was minted during a particularly interesting period in U.S. coinage. In 1994, the U.S. Mint was still in the midst of its transition into producing more specialized designs, as we were starting to see some interesting state-specific quarters in the years to follow. But what sets this 1994 quarter apart from others is the fact that it was part of a set of regular quarters produced during a time when coin collectors were beginning to take more interest in finding coins from each year and mint mark. You see, while the 1994 quarter itself wasn't part of a special commemorative series or designed for a major anniversary, the value comes from rarity and condition. Most quarters minted in 1994 were circulated, and over time, many coins naturally suffered from the wear and tear of being used in everyday transactions. The scratches, scuffs, and fading designs are the norm for a coin that has been tossed around in pockets and change jars. But, in the world of coin collecting, the true value lies in finding one of these quarters in pristine, uncirculated condition. That's where the treasure lies. Finding a 1994 quarter in perfect shape can make all the difference when it comes to its value. And it's not just about avoiding damage from circulation. A coin that has been kept in top condition is rare, and that rarity drives its value up significantly. For a coin collector, it's all about finding those rare gems, those pristine, uncirculated coins that haven't been touched by the rough hands of everyday users. So what else makes the 1994 quarter dollar stand out? Well, there's more to the story than just condition. There are certain features of this quarter that, when examined closely, could increase its worth even more. For example, there have been reports of some unique variations in the minting process. Some 1994 quarters may have slight errors or unusual characteristics that make them stand out from the rest. Whether it's an off-center strike, a misalignment in the design, or a double die feature, error coins are always highly coveted by collectors. These rare variations are one of the primary reasons a coin can be worth far more than face value, but here's the most exciting part: what could this coin actually be worth? If you're lucky enough to have a 1994 quarter in uncirculated, near-perfect condition, especially one with a minting error or unique feature, you could be sitting on a valuable piece of history. Believe it or not, these coins have been known to fetch prices in the range of up to $51,000. That's right, $51,000 for a single 1994 quarter dollar. It may sound unbelievable, but in the world of rare coin collecting, this is the kind of value that can make any coin enthusiast sit up and take notice. So, the next time you're going through your change or checking your coin collection, don't just dismiss the 1994 quarter as another common coin. Take a closer look. It might just be more valuable than you think. If you happen to have a 1994 quarter in your collection, or even just lying around in a jar somewhere, it's definitely worth giving it a closer inspection. The value is in the details. condition, errors, and rarity all come into play. And remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. Coins that seem ordinary at first glance can hold incredible value if you know what to look for. Top 3, we're taking a deep dive into a coin that might be sitting in your spare change right now without you even realizing its value. I'm talking about the United States 1990 quarter dollar. At first glance, it may seem like just another regular coin, but trust me when I say that there's more to this quarter than meets the eye. This could very well be the hidden gem you've been overlooking, and today, we're going to uncover its true worth. Let's rewind a bit and look at the 1990 quarter dollar in the context of U.S. coinage. The 1990 quarter is part of the long-standing Washington quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. The design you see on the obverse side of the coin is the famous portrait of George Washington, created by artist John Flanagan. This image has become an iconic symbol of American currency, and it continues to be featured on quarters today. But while the front of the coin may look familiar, the real magic lies in the details that make this coin stand out, especially when it comes to value. You see, in 1990, the U.S. Mint produced millions of quarters for circulation, so most of them were used in everyday transactions. These coins are common to find, but what sets them apart is their condition. Like with most coins, wear and tear can dramatically affect a quarter's value. Over the years, many 1990 quarters have been scratched, scuffed, or faded from being passed around in pockets, purses, and cash registers. Now, here's the key part: coins that remain in uncirculated or near-perfect condition are a rarity. This is where the value of the 1990 quarter comes into play. If you happen to find one in pristine, uncirculated condition, free from any damage or imperfections, then you're holding something special. But it's not just about avoiding physical damage. A coin with vibrant, sharp details and clear inscriptions, almost as if it were freshly minted, is much more valuable to collectors. It's the condition of the coin that makes the difference, but wait, there's more. You might think, okay, that's great, but what's the real value of this coin? Here's where things get exciting. While the 1990 quarter isn't one of those super rare commemorative coins, there's still potential for it to fetch a pretty penny. If you have a 1990 quarter that has been kept in pristine condition and hasn't gone through heavy circulation, it could be worth significantly more than its face value of 25 cents. Now, let's talk about the importance of errors. In the world of coin collecting, error coins are incredibly valuable. These are the coins that were produced with mistakes during the minting process, whether it's a misaligned strike, double die, or other slight imperfections in the design. Error coins are rare, and their unique nature makes them highly desirable to collectors. If your 1990 quarter has any kind of minting error, it could instantly increase its value, as collectors are always on the lookout for these special pieces. So, how much could a 1990 quarter be worth? Here's the exciting part: if you happen to own one of these quarters in uncirculated condition, especially with a minting error or a unique characteristic, it could be worth as much as $55,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $55,000 for a single 1990 quarter dollar. It may seem unbelievable, but this is the reality in the world of coin collecting. Coins that are well preserved, in pristine condition, and have the right characteristics can reach incredible prices. So, if you have any 1990 quarters lying around in your collection or hidden away in a jar somewhere, it's definitely worth taking the time to check their condition. Even if you just come across one while going through your change, you could be holding onto a coin that could change your financial future. In conclusion, the 1990 United States quarter dollar may seem like just another regular coin, but its true value lies in its condition, rarity, and any potential errors it may contain. If you're lucky enough to find one in perfect shape, or even better, a unique error coin, you could have a treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars sitting right in your hands. Don't underestimate the potential of these seemingly common coins, as the world of numismatics is full of surprises. Top 4, we're going to explore the United States quarter dollar from 1987, a coin that you might have in your collection or even in your pocket right now. But don't be fooled by its appearance. this quarter could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Stick around as we reveal just how much this particular quarter can fetch. Let's take a look back at 1987. The United States was in a period of transition, with the 1980s marked by economic change, social shifts, and technological advancements. However, when it comes to coins, 1987 was a rather standard year for the U.S. Mint. The 1987 quarter dollar was part of the regular Washington quarter series, which had been in circulation since 1932. Featuring the portrait of George Washington on the obverse side, the design of this quarter had become one of the most recognizable and enduring images in American coinage. Now, at first glance, the 1987 quarter might seem just like any other quarter in your loose change. It doesn't have a special design, it wasn't part of a commemorative series, and it wasn't minted for any significant anniversary. So, you might be wondering, why does this particular coin hold any value beyond its face value of 25 cents? The answer lies in a few key factors: condition, rarity, and potential errors. Let's start with the most important factor: condition. Like most coins, the vast majority of 1987 quarters were used in regular circulation. Over the years, these coins passed through countless hands, showing signs of wear and tear. The scratches, discoloration, and fading of the design are what most people are used to seeing. But here's the thing: the condition of a coin is everything in the world of numismatics. While worn coins are common, those that remain in pristine, uncirculated condition are far more rare and much more valuable to collectors. If you're lucky enough to have a 1987 quarter in mint condition, it's definitely worth paying attention to. The next factor that adds value to the 1987 quarter is its rarity. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins, finding one that has been well preserved is much rarer than you might think. As we mentioned earlier, most of these quarters were used in daily transactions, which means that they were exposed to a lot of wear. But, if you're fortunate enough to find one that has avoided circulation or has been carefully stored over the years, you could be sitting on a valuable piece of American history. But that's not all. There's another aspect that could drive up the value of your 1987 quarter: errors. In the world of coin collecting, error coins are highly sought after because they're unique and rare. A minting error could involve anything from a misaligned strike to a doubled die or even a coin struck on the wrong planchet. These small, often subtle mistakes during the minting process can make a coin much more valuable. A 1987 quarter with a minting error is something collectors will eagerly seek, and the price can go up significantly because of that. Now, you might be wondering just how much a 1987 quarter could be worth if it meets these criteria. If you've got an uncirculated quarter in near-perfect condition, you're already looking at a value higher than just 25 cents. But if you have a quarter that has been well preserved and has a unique error, the value could be astronomical. For the right coin, a pristine, error-free example or one with a rare minting mistake can reach prices as high as $59,000. Yes, you read that right, $59,000 for a single 1987 quarter dollar. It's truly remarkable how a coin that seems ordinary on the surface can hold so much value. If you have one of these quarters tucked away in your collection, in a coin jar, or even mixed in with your spare change, it's definitely worth taking a second look. A simple inspection could reveal that your quarter is not just a quarter, it's a potential treasure. Whether you have an uncirculated one in excellent condition or a rare error coin, you could be holding something that could dramatically increase in value. In conclusion, the 1987 United States quarter dollar may seem like a run-of-the-mill coin, but its value lies in its condition, rarity, and the possibility of minting errors. If you've been collecting coins for a while, or you just happen to stumble upon one in your change, be sure to check it closely. A well-preserved 1987 quarter, or one with a minting error, could be worth far more than you might have imagined. In the world of coin collecting, even the most ordinary coins can have extraordinary value. Top 5, and this last video is going to blow your mind. We're diving deep into a coin that might be sitting in your pocket or spare change right now, without you even realizing its incredible worth. I'm talking about the United States quarter dollar from 1996. It might seem like just another standard coin, but trust me, there's so much more to it. Stick around, because we're about to reveal just how valuable this coin could really be. Let's start with a little history. The 1996 quarter dollar is part of the long-running Washington quarter series that was first introduced in 1932. On the obverse side, you'll find the iconic image of George Washington, created by John Flanagan. His profile has graced the quarter for decades and continues to be one of the most recognizable symbols of American coinage. But while the design of the 1996 quarter doesn't stand out as a special commemorative release, the real value lies in the rarity and condition of the coin. In 1996, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these quarters for circulation, as it was just another year in the ongoing quarter series. So, what makes this particular coin so interesting? Well, the key factor here is the condition of the coin. Most 1996 quarters were circulated and have been through countless transactions over the years. This means that they are often worn, scratched, and faded from handling. But here's where things get exciting. A 1996 quarter in uncirculated, mint condition is much rarer than you might think. Imagine for a moment a quarter that looks just as sharp, clean, and detailed as it did when it was first minted. That's a true find in the coin collecting world. Coins that are kept in pristine condition are far more valuable than those that have been passed through circulation. But, even beyond just being well preserved, a quarter that has been carefully stored and kept free of scratches, discoloration, and other marks can hold a significant amount of value. But that's not all. In the coin world, there's something even more exciting than a perfectly preserved coin: minting errors. Minting errors are rare mistakes that happen during the production process. These errors can include misaligned strikes, double dies, or even coins struck on the wrong type of metal. These errors are incredibly desirable to collectors because they make a coin unique and one of a kind. So, if you have a 1996 quarter with a minting error, it could fetch an even higher price than a regular, uncirculated coin. So, what's the real value of the 1996 quarter? Well, if you have a 1996 quarter that's in pristine, uncirculated condition or one that has an error, you could be holding something truly special. Coins that are kept in near-perfect shape can easily see their value increase, and in the case of a 1996 quarter, it could be worth as much as $52,000. Yes, you heard that right, $52,000. You might be wondering how a coin that's relatively common could be worth so much. The truth is, it's all about rarity. Coins in excellent condition, especially those with minting errors, are rare, and rarity is what drives the value in the world of coin collecting. So, don't just overlook those quarters sitting in your change jar or collection. One of them could be worth much more than its face value of 25 cents. Now, what makes the 1996 quarter even more interesting is the fact that it was produced during a time when the U.S. Mint was working on a variety of different coinage designs and series. The 1996 quarter is part of the regular circulation series, but it marks the end of an era, as it was one of the last years before the State Quarters program began in 1999. The State Quarters program, of course, would go on to produce some of the most famous and sought-after coins in U.S. history. So, in a way, the 1996 quarter is a bit of a transitional piece in American coinage, which adds another layer of significance for collectors. The key takeaway here is that if you have a 1996 quarter, or you come across one in your coin hunts, take a moment to inspect it carefully. Check the condition, look for any minting errors or signs that it has been kept in pristine shape. If you happen to have an uncirculated, well-preserved 1996 quarter, you could be looking at a coin that could fetch a significant amount of money. To sum it up, the 1996 United States quarter dollar may seem like a regular coin at first glance, but when it's in the right condition, it can be worth thousands of dollars. Whether it's a well-preserved, uncirculated coin or a rare minting error, the value of this quarter can far exceed what you might expect. So, don't just toss it aside, take a closer look, because you could be holding a rare treasure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future coin discoveries. Until next time, happy collecting.